All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. I want to start by saying, Brak the Yahweh, Brak the Yahweh Shai, Brak the Yahweh, Brak the Yahweh Shai, Brak the Yahweh, Brak the Yahweh Shai, Kalam La Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bashim Kakodash, and also double honor to the apostles and the elders, great millstone. And shalom, two sincere brothers out there pushing truth in the name of Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bashim Kakodash, and to happen to be scattered on the four corners of the earth. And also to your sister, I say shalom. So I'm back here again. And this is a lesson. It's going to be a quick one going into this movie, the Oppenheimer, all right? And I just happened to watch this movie last night. And it was a good movie, man. It was well put together. You know, you just got to watch it with a spiritual eye, okay, and mind to be able to see what's going on and, what's going to happen to Esau, man, okay? And, from what I see in this movie, is why I'm just sharing my thoughts on it, okay? And just when you watch this movie, man, you see the power, all right? The knowledge and wisdom how about Shimei gave to Esau to be able to create, these weapons, okay? The sword, all right? I'm no expert, when it comes to pronouncing the words of the names of these bombs that Esau has created. So it's like you're not, but you brothers know, you brothers are familiar with the sword that was given to this devil. Okay, and one of the main sword is the knowledge that was given to him. It was the knowledge for him to be able to create these bombs. All right, now he got the ISBM. Okay, and Esau, hey man, when America did up, bomb Japan, when that was that was terrible. All right, even the show in this movie, man, it was terrible feeling for. But then again, it could be a movie. Who knows if them people really felt the way they felt? Knowing Esau, man, he loves. Let's get a quick preset here real quick. It could have been a movie, because now we're living in the time where people can go watch that movie and be like, what the fuck, like how you. How's this a great movie when, these men literally created a damn bomb and went and used it on Japanese people. When now I'm hearing that the Japanese people had already surrounded. Even Elder Malcolm went into it. He went into saying how the war was between that war. It was America against Japan. It's like a German, and how come Esau didn't use the bomb on Germans? Couldn't do it, right? Because it was what? They were the same people, Edomites. And then you see how the scientists really were scattered into, America, German, probably British and France and fucking Russia. Those are Edomites, man. That's why. So them bombing Japan, it's like, okay, these ain't our people. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's show our power, all right, towards them. Okay, and then eventually in the future of where we are today, guess what? America's under what? NATO is NATO, and who's under NATO right now? Let me see. I'm pretty sure Germany is under NATO, right? Germany is American ally, right? Right, it is. See, but everything not you can kind of see what's going on, and and from there, as I'm watching the movie, I'm like, man, this is a damn fucking demon, man. Like this man really is a powerful. He made a whole movie, and how it's cool, because at the end of the day, this is a Mosai how about Shimei Shai show. All right, let's go. Okay, let me get the first preset. I wanted to get right. Let's go here. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 58, verse 2. Yet in the heart you work wickednesses. You wear the violence of your hands in the earth. And this is Esau, man. Okay? When you read this in NLT, it says this, right? It says, no, you plot injustice in your hearts. You spread violence throughout the land. earth. We're going, the earth, right? And through his what? Through, the through his pseudoscience, that's how, his violence spread in his philosophy, all right? Him, fulfilling also the prophecy that was written of him to have the finest of the world. But the way he gained the finest of the world is by what? It was by violence. Okay, it was by using such weapon he used in Japan, and every nation were what? Terrifying, man. That was America showing its power, man. And then you had, eventually you had the other, nation that came and joined it onto them. Okay. This is the book of Revelation 13 and 14, and deceived them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. The beast represents, the beast itself is, EU, NATO combined. Okay. And saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by the sword and the leave. And this is, the revival of America, the revival of the Roman Empire. Okay. He had power to give life unto the image, the system of the beast, that they should make an image of the beast, should both speak and cause as many as do not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And this, and Esau showed his power, man. Okay, America showed his power, the things they were doing. Okay, the thing that they did to the Japan over there in Yugoslavia. Okay, that's Esau right there, and who was doing, America was doing it, and NATO too. Okay, the nations under NATO, the European nations were involved, man. And eventually, it's like I should start. Okay, Revelation 13 and 15, and he died of great wonders, so he make fire come down from heaven on earth in the sight of man. And they were the first people to do that, man. What they did, and that right there was that was a miracle. Also, nations were really terrified, man. Okay, nations became terrified of America, and and its allies, man. NATO. Okay. They became terrified with him. And from there, Esau was doing what? He was going around the world fucking up shit, man. Taking the country by force, 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 9. Even him who's coming is after the working of Satan, and with all power and signs and lying wonders. And that's Esau right here. So-called white man. Okay? He's through his pseudoscience, you've seen what he did to Japan, NATO, what they did to Yugoslavia. America was involved in that. Don't let anybody tell you that America was not involved in that, man. And we seen these we seen it from now on what they have created, man. Okay, they have done it, man. Okay, they're doing it. Hey, but it's the end of the day, man. Esau is gonna get it, man. So-called white man is gonna get what the fuck he did, man, to these nations. Starting with our people first, and then he himself, man. He's gonna come against himself, and these other nations will come against his dumb ass, So Revelation 13:13, he doth great wonders, so he make a fire come down from heaven on earth in the sight of man, and this happened, and people were. I wasn't living back then, but they made movies. People that lived back then, they would probably tell you like how they felt when they seen this, man. Some of Americans were proudful, like we can't be touched, But some nations were shook to where like, okay, we gotta make our own, such as Russia. Now many countries possess the ISBM, and they're gonna use it to do what, to shut down America, man. Verse 14, and deceive them that do on the earth by the means of those miracles. That was a miracle. Well, when you watch the movie, like that's a miracle. Those were miracles that Esau was performing, in front of these nations. Okay, which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. And who really give this devil that power, man? Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua gave him the power. Okay, because it's written in the book of Genesis, man. Hold on. It's the book of Genesis, chapter 27. And verse 39. And Isaac, his father, answered unto him. And if you understand, Isaac was Yahushua. All right. Isaac, his father, answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and of the dew of heaven from above. All right. You see, this man is everywhere. He's trying to get into the heavens as well. He got them satellites. He got them, fucking sending things up in heaven all the time. Okay, and by thy sword I shall leave. Right. But his sword is how Esau is living right now. Bully, man. Okay, hold up. Hey, let's get this right here. When you watch that movie, all these precepts were popping in my head. I said, damn. Jeremiah 50 verse 23. How is the hum of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations? You see this happening, you see this happening to America right now, man. And America is the hum of the whole earth. Cut asunder and broken. They're being broken right now. Eventually, they're going to be broken down by fire. Okay? So America is the hum, the bully, man. Okay? The bully. Believe it or not, America is the bully, man. That took, countries and nations by force because of the sword. And that was the blessing. Let's go to the book of it's like it's the book of Sirach, chapter 10 and verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. Right, the way Esau is at today, the way Esau got feared by people, it was unrighteous dealings, man. Injuries and, deceit order. And so your kingdom is going to be transited from one people to another. And the people who come in next is going to be who? The Israelite. Why is the earth and ashes proud? Esau. Why are you fucking proud, man? Like you ain't got power over yourself, man. There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. For such, and when I was reading, when you read some quotes of our fucking Einstein, the things he was saying, like, damn, nigga, you covetous. You want to know how God created earth? You ain't gonna get it. You ain't one of us. You ain't one of us, man. That's gonna be given to the elect. For such, anyone setteth his own soul to sale, because while he liveth, he casteth away his bowels. All right, I want to read that in a different translation, so bear with me for a minute. This one. All right, so Sirach chapter 10, verse 8 in GNTD. It says, injustice, arrogance, and worthy cause nations to fall from power, and others then rise to take their place. We only, right? That's what happened. Right? What's going to happen to Esau? And he did that to be where he had today, man. Injustice, and arrogance, and worthy, and, by stealing. We are only dust and ashes. That's you. Even ourselves, man. What have we got to be proud of? Our body decays even while we are alive. See, like come on, man. It's crazy. All right, so let's come back here. Let's go finish off in Genesis 27. Genesis chapter 27, verse 40. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shall thou shout serve thy brother, which Esau did this, serving a brother during the time of David and the kings of Israel or Judah, to the time of King Solomon, man. Esau, you a fucking servant, and it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion, and thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. Okay. It says when you will in NLT, you will live by your sword, you will serve your brother. Okay. But when you decide to break off, you will shake his yoke from your neck. And that happened, after when King Solomon went, from the time King Solomon, from the down down from there, Esau somehow, was able to, be released from him being under us, and from there, certain history took places, and he was able to fulfill this blessing that was given to him by Isaac, and right now we're living in it. He's living in that blessing that was given to him, okay, and that was given to him, by Yahushua to live where he at right now, man. And that right there, man, is going to be taken away from him. Okay, Revelation, then we get another Revelation 6 and 4. And there went another horse that was red, Esau, so-called white man. And the power was given to him that sat there wrong to take peace from the earth. From the time this devil came in power, all right, from the Christ of Columbus, from that time to where he is today, that blessing was, fully fulfilled, man. The power was given to him that sat there wrong to take peace from the earth, okay. But how did he take peace from the earth? By the sword. That is, should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword through his pseudoscience. That's how he, that's where the sword came from. These bombs, ICBM, And guess what? That's what's going to be used to destroy his society. Because remember, these nations that, who is in bed with him, they're going to come against his dumbass, man. And he don't know it, but we know it. Okay? And there's a precept in the book of Obadiah, right? And I believe Japan is gonna, take its revenge. Don't even mention Yugoslavia, because that's Russia. That's how that whole Soviet Union, that's gonna destroy America anyway. But Japan, they're gonna do some damage to America, man. Them Ammonites haven't forgotten, man, what happened to them. Obadiah 1:6, how the things of Esau such that how his hidden things so that how Hashem is exposing you, right? All the men of that conference, and he's boasting, making his movies. Like, yo, I'm like, nobody's gonna speak about Hiroshima. Like, y'all gonna watch this movie and think, okay, it's a good movie, but like, y'all gonna sit down and think like, damn, but them Japanese still suffering today, man. That area, like, damn, this is wicked. How it says all the men of that confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee. Yeah, these nations, your allies, even the NATO allies of yours. It's like NATO, right? NATO and not EU, and prevail against thee. Did that eat that bread here laid a wound under thee? There is none understanding in him. So the Most High is literally setting a trap, okay, to take you out by your own allies, man, by your own kind, even your own fucking, people. In the NLT, it's like all your allies will turn against you. They will help to chase you from your land, by fire. They'll promise you peace while plotting to deceive and destroy you. Because I believe one time, what's going to happen is they're going to be, peace and safety. And the country think they were at peace with you. They're going to come against you. They'll promise you peace while plotting to deceive and destroy you. That's going to happen. Some of your country, some of your allies really going to say, fuck that. We're going to go join Russia. They seem more powerful. So they're going to join Russia and destroy you. You trusted friends will set traps for you. British, France, German, or them EU country. And you won't even know about it. Japan is going to be part of it, man. And I believe Japan is, is under America right now, ally of America. Okay, Revelation 17, and verse 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these are the EU nations, these should hate the whole is America, and should make her desolate and naked, and should eat her flesh and burn her with fire. See, they're going, your allies are going to destroy you, man. When you watch this movie, man, if you're a spiritual man, like, you're like, somebody got to stop this devil. Like, damn. But then, it's all, it's already been written anyway that how you gonna be taken out. Because, people, these Edomites watch these movies and be like, what? Ain't no way we can even be touched now. We got the fucking ICBM. We got the the most powerful militant on the earth. Like, we can't be touched. That was back then, but now, the technology is here. Like, we can be. All right, we're gonna see it. Psalm 73 verse 18. Surely that they set them in a slippery places that cast them down into destruction. Most I set you up, man, nicely, and through your pseudoscience is how you're gonna be destroyed. The weapon you have created is what's gonna take you out, man. All right, knowledge is increased, and Most High is the one who gave you it, man. Daniel 12 and verse 4. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the times of the end. We in the times of the end right now. That's why you see knowledge just coming out, the righteousness, also in wickedness. And many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. Right. It was increased, for Esau's word to create what he created. Read Isaiah 54. It tells you, okay, the Isaiah 54, the smith that brought the coals and fire, that's Esau, man. The Most High gave him that. Let me read it. Isaiah 54 and 16. Behold, I have created a smith that bloweth the coals in the fire. This is so-called the scientist, Your Most High gave you that knowledge to create these things, man. And bring forth an instrument for his work. This instrument is this ISBM, the bombs you have created, and those belongs to the Most High. And have created a West to destroy it, man. And Most High is going to use it to take you out. He made you create it, and he's going to use it on you. How powerful is that, man? Isaiah 45 and 7, it says, I from the light create darkness, I make peace and create evil. I, Yahweh, Bashim, and shall do all these things. So the Most High create the right and left. There's no way around this, man. Most High, Yahweh, Bashim, is going to deal with you, Esau. You can't escape him. Look what you have done on earth, man. Let's go, man. Revelation 11 and 18 says, and the nations were angry. Yeah, nations, man. These movies, man, these nations be angry, man. And nations were angry, and wrath is come, the time of the dead, which is these other nations, Esau, to tell our people that they should be judged, and that I should give his reward unto thy servants and prophets, the man on how and bowers, sound, the apostles, elder bishop, the bishops, elders, brothers and sincere brothers, sisters. Give reward unto thy servants, the prophets, and to the saints. That's in the sisters, and a few people out there that believe, and them that fear thy name, small and great. There's order, right? And should destroy them which destroy the earth, and that's who Esau. Most High's gonna destroy you for destroying nation and the earth, man. Okay. Let's go here. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 26. It's what Yahweh Shah said, man. And this applies to you, Esau. All right? Hold up, man. Let me get this precept. All right, this is the book of spare with me. Damn, what's up, precinct, man? It's like you. Oh. This is the book of Matthew chapter 26, verse 52. And Yahushua said unto him, which is him is Peter, put up again thy sword into his place. For all they that take the sword shall perish with the sword. You see that? No? Yeah, and that's what's gonna happen to you, Esau. You have used the sword to destroy the earth and people. Guess what? That's what's gonna destroy you, man. That you have used. You know? Verse 53, thinkest thou that I can now pray to my Father, and he shall presently give me more than 12 legions of angels? You see, like, and that's the example Yahushua was setting. Like, hey, when Esau's coming after us, and and his death is involved in that, hey man, we just gonna be, let it be, let the scripture be fulfilled. If it is written to go down like that, it's gonna go down like that. Okay? And that's what I perceive from reading that scripture right there. And Esau's not a spiritual man, so he used the sword. Okay, And so the Most High is gonna have to take him out, man. Okay. Let me see. I think I had another precept. Like I said, this is the precepts that came to my head, while I was watching the movie. And I'm trying to think of them on the top of my head. Let me see another precept that I can think of was let me see. Damn, there's another precept, man. Oh man, I can't remember. What's it? Jeremiah. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it to listen to this. So that was my thoughts on it, and a couple of precepts that came in my head. There's, probably the probably some of the pastors or elders, they're probably gonna go deep into it, man. Give you the full story of this whole thing. So with that, hey, shalom.